Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Warlord Wednesday, and today I'm with Richard.
Hello.
And today we've got a fantastic exclusive for you. We're going to be looking at the new tank plastic sprues.
Yeah, the next three tanks we're releasing, which is the Tiger out this month. We've got the T34 out in the next few weeks, and then we've got an exclusive look at the StuG, which is out next month, I think.
I've got to say I'm very excited about this. So why don't we have a closer look, and I'll see you guys in a second. Hi guys, welcome back, and here we are. We're going to have a look. So what's the first tank then?
This is the plastic Tiger, which is out. It starts shipping, I think, later this week. So you guys watching this, it's probably already shipping out to you.
I've got to say, this is quite exciting because obviously you've got a long tradition with the resin kits.
Yes.
And they've been absolutely wonderful. And now you're exploring the plastic kit. So we've had quite a few with the Sherman, the Cromwell, especially the Russian tank as well.
Yep.
And so it's just inevitable that the next step is this.
The Tiger's always coming, yes. It's one of those big ones that we can't not do it, so yes.
And this is the Tiger 1?
This is the Tiger 1. It's the early production Tiger. Obviously on this mould we've got kind of the main chassis of the tank, so you've got the lower hull, the upper hull, all the road wheels, of course the 88, the barrel, the front piece, and again we've got a tank commander on there, which is a nice little touch.
And so many of the tanks that are coming out at the moment have all started to have a little character.
All of our plastic tanks are going to have tank commanders on them, so yeah, absolutely. It's one of those touches that it's just a characterful touch that we can't not do. It's just a nice piece that we do.
Well, I've got to say, it looks absolutely beautiful, and actually seeing the detail in it is absolutely phenomenal. So let's
absolutely. One of the pieces that I really like, is the fact that this one's covered in Zimmerit, so you can do it yourself, but again, it's just a nice touch. And again, when you're painting it, it makes it much quicker. So you just put a wash over that, and it sort of creates a lot of shadow, a lot of weathering.
So the Zimmerit is the anti-tank one?
Yes, yeah, and it was absolutely. What the Germans did was they created this paste, which is anti-magnetic. So what they found was that a lot of countries started developing magnetic mines that they can stick to your tank to blow them up. So they created this paste called Zimmerit, which again stops the mines from sticking, just to protect them a little bit.
Now this is also the same sort of design pattern that we saw on the Panthers as well,
yes,
didn't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
This is really, really nice. So let's have a look at the tank turret.
Okay.
Okay, so what have we got on here?
Obviously, as I say, the turret, front, back and sides. We've got all the track pieces. Again, the extra little track pieces to make it all fit. The front of the turret. Exhaust pieces, obviously road wheels to fill in, and again the side pieces.
So is the main sort of track device made up of 6 pieces, isn't it? Rear, front, rear, and then the up and lower sort of thing as well?
Absolutely, yeah. So it goes together nice and quickly. Again, you might need to apply a little bit of pressure just to make sure the gaps close up nice and tightly. But again, once it's on, absolutely fantastic. There's a little bit of sort of bowing in the tracks as well to show the weight of the tracks hanging between the road wheels.
That is really nice. I do like
absolutely.
that.
It's just little touches that kind of just make it stand out.
Because it's really heavily accentuated on the Panther, isn't it? You've
yes.
got that sort of dip, and then it's raised up for the front wheel.
Absolutely.
I've got to say, this is a really nice kit, and I know a lot of people have been very excited, and there's been a lot of chatter about the Tiger 1,
absolutely,
especially as plastic kit. So yeah, even though I don't play Germans, I'm really excited about this.
Big thumbs up.
Okay, so what else do you get?
The last piece in the box is the decal sheet. So obviously a number of different turret markings, the Balkan crosses on there as well. And obviously what we've done here is we've gone for a couple of iconic numbers there. So you've got 007, which is Michael Whitman's Tiger number, and of course 131, which is the one surviving Tiger that still functions, which is at Bovington. Wow. So we added those on there again, just as a little touch. We know that people are going to want to recreate those two probably in particular.
It's the Whitman tank people are going to go for, aren't they?
Yeah, and again, what we're going to do is we're going to create a Tiger Zug box with 3, which is going to have a different tank commander in there, and again you're going to get Whitman in there as well, so you can create Whitman's Tiger straight from the box.
That is fantastic. I think it's a bit unfair that they're coming in boxes of 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those poor allies out there that are going to be suffering under the tyrannical firepower of the Tiger.
You just need more Shermans, you can't have enough Shermans.
Yeah, I'm going to need more Shermans. Okay, so what else have you got for us?
The next one to be released, we've got the T3476. So again, there's the lower hull sprue. Again, all of our tanks tend to come in sort of 2 sprues, which is the lower hull and the main sort of running gear, and then the top sort of sprue, which is again turrets and bits and pieces like that.
And again, we can see lots of dips and
this one in particular. This one in particular has got a lot of different, like I say, dips and signs of weight in the track. So it's just a little character for awesomeness.
That is really, really nice. So this is all the lower section.
Yeah, that's kind of the
wheels and tracks. Let's have a look at the top.
There we go.
Oh wow. Okay, so there's 3 turrets in this one.
Yep, there are. There are 3 different ones. Essentially, they are an early production turret, which is one with the single hatch. The mid-production, which is what's called the Mickey Mouse hatch, because when the 2 hatches are up from the front, it looks like Mickey Mouse's ears. And then the even later production, I believe. And again, the Soviets with the T-34-76, they produced so many, literally by the tens of thousands, that they were made at like hundreds of different factories. So there are lots of different sort of variants that they made. So these 3 turrets here are used to create those different variants.
And they all have the same gun?
Yeah, all the same gun. In game, they all function, I believe, exactly the same. And again, say here you've got all your different hatches, the gun barrel, the 2 boxes from the back of the tank, and again the tank commander there. And he's kind of hauling himself out of the turret.
I've got to say that looks really, really cool that he's actually climbing out of the turret.
Yeah. And again, we've modelled the heads on separately as well. So even if you were to get 2 of this tank in particular, you could still create some sort of variation there in the commander.
And plus, you can always use the metals.
Yes, absolutely. So we sell Soviet tankers separately, and also things like Soviet tank riders, all kinds of different decals you can use to customise them. There's all sorts of bits and pieces there.
That is absolutely beautiful. And I've got to say, there'll be a lot of Russian players out there that are going to be very excited by this.
Absolutely. Then we come with the 3rd little sprue. This one's just little accent pieces, little extra bits and pieces, again, to help with different variations and bits and pieces like that.
That's really nice. That's really good. And
machine gun on there.
Has it got a machine gun on there as well?
Okay.
Oh yeah, just there, yeah. Okay, brilliant.
And again, then decals for that. So again, we currently do, I think, 3 different Soviet decal sheets, which is sort of stars and slogans and things like that. With the T-34, we've gone for a mixture of all 3. So you've got turret numbers in there, you've got Soviet stars, and you've got a couple of different slogans on there. The Soviets particularly like to write on, sort of sprawl on, the tank crews would sprawl on all kinds of messages on their tanks. So we've included a couple of those in there just to add a bit more variation for you as well.
I've got to say, that's absolutely smashing.
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited about this. I know one player in particular will be going mental over the fact that there's a T-34. Okay, so let's look at the grand puppy of exclusiveness.
Well, finally, I'm not sure I can show you this officially, but I spotted yesterday in the studio we've got our first plastic StuG made from test sprues. So this one, I believe, is slated for an April release, maybe early April. And again, it makes a number of different variants in there. There's a different barrel in there to make the StuG-42 with the larger gun. And again, the shirts are optional. And again, things like the pincer-mounted MMGs optional as well. We've got a tank commander going in there. Again, you've got different road wheels and other kinds of bits and pieces you can put on to add sort of stowage and just a bit of character to it. And there's all sorts.
I've got to say, it's the German tanks are really popular, aren't they?
Yes, yeah. Well, they were sort of known as probably one of the best engineered tanks. They were the most thought through. If anything, they're a little bit overly thought through.
Yeah.
But yeah, the StuG is one of the kind of the mainstays of the German forces. They made them by the tens of thousands. It's a really hardy little tank, and again, it's probably, I think, the most produced assault gun of the war, I believe.
From what I remember, this is one of Warren's from Beasts of War's favourite tanks.
Yes, a little bit. Yes, yeah. We might send a few over to Warren to create the Natwolf. Yeah. But again, I say we're producing again. There's going to be a ZUG box set, so a platoon box set for the StuG. I believe for all of our plastic tanks there will be. So you buy them in 3s. And with the StuGs, we're putting in some extra German infantry sprues there to make tank riders. Because in the Ostfront book that we recently released, there's an option for different tank riders on StuGs there. So it gives you another option as well, another little bit of character you can throw in there just to keep everything looking a little bit different. We're not big fans of creating armies full of the same figure kind of thing.
Well, I've got to say, this has been absolutely amazing. Richard, I can't thank you enough. I'll be taking this home with me tonight.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
No, maybe not. Okay, guys, you be good, you be safe, and I'm going to see you soon. Take care.